everyone. This morning I'm going to show you how to make, very simply, Bible markers. I know there's many a times where I'm in church and the preacher will be talking and he'll be making references to several different places in the Bible, and I'd like to mark them so I can keep up with them. It starts out if you just get you some ribbon, and I'm going to use the thinner ribbon instead of the, I don't know, 1/4 inch. This is 1/8 inch. So you also need, well, first let me show you. In your Bible, you have a little spot back there in the binder that you can slip something down. So you want to make sure that the piece of cardboard that you use is a little bit less than what the width of that space is. So I just cut a whole strip because I'm going to make several of them today. But you'll also need some, the stuff that your husbands usually have so much of it around. Every corner you turn, you find a roll of electrical tape. That's perfect for this. So you just start off and you cut long enough so that the narrower strip of cardboard will hold in your Bible. So I'm going to cut probably, I'd say, about 2 inches down. And then you take your ribbon and you mark how the length that you want it, but you want to also take it just a little bit longer so it comes out the end of the Bible, and then account for the amount that you're going to have taped. And I don't know how many, the actual amount of ribbon that you put on there, how many ribbons you put on there would be totally up to you. I believe I'm going to put about 6 on this. I'm going to put 3. I have one black one on this particular Bible. I'm going to put 3 black, and each one I'm going to cut a little bit longer. I'm going to put 3 black and I'm going to put 3 red. Okay, so I have those 3, and then I'm going to do the 3 red. Of course, this tape sticks to you. And I'll just go by the same length this black are. And again, I'll do each one just a little bit longer than the other one. Okay, so now I've got my 6 strips of ribbon done, as you can see. And when you're taping onto this, you want to make sure that each strand actually has a piece of tape touching it to the piece of cardboard. Otherwise, it's just going to slide out. If you have your ribbon behind, like if you just put it all together and you stuck it down there and taped it, chances are eventually you're going to put it as a marker and it's just going to come out. So you want to make sure that the tape, when you're taping it, that it's actually, the tape is touching the ribbon, touching the cardboard. So you want to layer it like that. Or you can put, I'd say I much rather would have red, black, red. And this might take a few seconds to get it together so it's just right. But I'm just going to put the first 3 down, and I'm going to tape them towards the top. Okay, so it's going to be like that. Oop. Trying to hold it so that you can see it. Then you just take your tape and wrap that around that. And now you're going to repeat the same thing. I'd say that you could probably put 5 on each layer. So you're going to do the same thing again. And then this time I'm just going to go red, black, red. And I'm going to put that on top of that black tape. just above where the other tape was, so that it's touching the cardboard where I could hold it down with my thumb. And that's why you cut them a little, your rows a little bit longer when you're cutting off your pieces of tape or ribbon. And again, I'll put another piece of tape to go around that. And I try to wrap that tape pretty tight. And then what you're going to end up with is something that looks like that. So I'm going to bring another piece of tape right around the base here, because that's what's going to be hanging out of your binder. So I don't want those ribbons to get messed up. And you can use any color. For kids, if you're making them for kids, you can make them, bright colors or whatever you have on hand. I was using what I had on hand, and black and red happen to be it, and those are a good color for me. So okay, so there you go. You press it together real good to make sure all of it's down. Those are in there pretty sturdy. They're not coming out. And you have a Bible marker. Then all you do is you take your Bible and you will need to stand it up. Now I have a marker in there, so I'm going to push that marker back because that's actually in my case. But if you could see right there, I have the space, and I can fit that right down in there and slide it down in, and it's pretty snug. And now I have an array of Bible markers. Okay, so here we have a finished product, and after I finished, this is actually my daughter's Bible, so she didn't have any kind of markers whatsoever. So in hers, her binder was a little narrower, and it was a bit hard, challenging, I should say, to get it in there. So I had to actually cut part of the cardboard down, and it's only that long. But it's in there pretty sturdy, and it's not coming out. But now she has 6 markers that she can mark her Bible where she leaves off, and it's very simple. You can use any color, like I said. For a larger Bible, now on a Bible like smaller, like this, smaller size, I wouldn't suggest using the wider ribbon, or if you do, just put 3, maybe 4. But if you go up to 6 with wider ribbon, it's going to get really bulky, and I don't know that you would be able to get it down in there. With the narrower ribbon, the 1/8 inch, it allowed for 6 markers for her. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like when it was finished, and there you have it. They're very easy to make. I made several of them already, and it doesn't take no time at all. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.